We all know Driving Empire has a ton of cars from various licensed car brands, from hypercars to normal-ish cars. But there are some cars from car brands which we kind of turn a blind eye to. Today I'm going to be showing you guys 8 of these cars which have been forgotten in Driving Empire. By the way, the last car on this list is a car which I didn't even know existed in the game until I made this video. So, this is going to be an interesting one and let's get started with this. Hey guys, welcome back to yet another Driving Empire video. Sorry for not uploading for like 4-5 days. I've been busy with exams and stuff, so kind of forgive me for that. But anyways, today's video is going to be about the most forgotten licensed cars in Driving Empire. So, without wasting any more time, let's actually begin. Alright, so this is the lovely dealership over here. And the first car is going to be a Pagani. So let's go over to Pagani. And the car which I'm talking about is the Pagani Emola, or the Imola. Now, the Lunga is also pretty rare, but I have never seen the Pagani Emola ever used. Yeah, this car is actually a pretty decent car. It has good stats. Basically a track-focused version of the Huayra. But yeah, I have never seen anyone use the Emola. People have used the Huayra, the Huayra Beast, Huayra Tempesta, the Huayra Roadster, but never this one, which is pretty interesting. But yeah, on to the next vehicle. Alright, so this next vehicle, before I go over to the next vehicle, this vehicle was kind of used a lot when it came out, but then after that it just died down and I've never seen one of them since. I'm talking about a Zenvo, specifically the Zenvo Aurora Agile. This was a very popular car when it came out. Again, Zenvo was one of the first brands to be licensed in DE. So when it came out, it was actually a very good track car. But then other better brands came along and this one was just overshadowed by them. Alright, so next car. It is a Jaguar. Now, Jaguars are pretty common to see, especially the XKR, the XKRS Coupe, the XKRS Convertible. But the Jaguar I'm actually talking about is going to be the 1954 Jaguar DType. When was the last time you actually see a D-Type on the road? I have never seen a D-Type ever going on the road, except maybe when Jaguar first came out. I understand why it's not that popular because it's a pretty terrible car. So I kind of understand why people don't really use this one. Oh, it actually has a spare tire? I did not realize that. Alright, so the next car brand where we're going to is going to be Apollo. And now we have a ton of Apollos here. A few collection, like one collection car as well. You know, everything's fine. But the car which I have not seen on the road in a while is the 2022 Apollo Project Evo. Costs 8 mil. Looks insane. Stats are also pretty decent. I have no idea why people don't use this. It was a pretty popular car before it was licensed, but now I really don't see this car being used that much. So I wonder why people don't use it. But it's one of the cars which I have not seen. The next two cars are from one brand only, and that is Audi. Audi has a lot of cars. It has 16 cars, but the two Audis which I've not seen at all being driven in Driving Empire is the 2012 Audi R18 Ultra. Very track focused car, but again, I have not seen this used. It costs 15.5 mil. So it's really overshadowed by the McLaren Solus GT, which is like a better car overall. But yeah, I have not seen an Audi R18 Ultra ever. And the next car is going to be the Audi RS7 Sportback. It's a very cheap car, a very It's a nice looking car. I mean, to be honest, it's probably one of my most favorite Audis in the game. I actually have a scale model of this Audi. Alright, so we are down to the last two cars, which I have never seen being driven. The next car is going to be, let me just scroll here. It's going to be Land Rover. Now, Land Rover is seen quite often. I see them quite often in public servers as good roleplay cars. But the vehicle which I've not seen at all in the game being used is the 1992 Land Rover Defender 110. Not to be confused with 2023 Land Rover Defender 110. I've seen this car being used a lot, but the 1992 one, yeah, I've never seen this. Alright, we are down to the final car, which I can guarantee probably none of you guys have ever seen or even remember or have seen anyone driving it or probably don't even own it. It's that obscure. That car is a Daytomas, and it is the 1991 Daytomas Pantera SI. Now tell me, have you ever seen this car on the road? I have never seen this car, and this was the car which made me do this video because I have never seen this car being used at all. It is very similar to another car, that being the Lotus Esprit Turbo. The Daytomas Pantera SI, it's just an overshadowed car with very bad stats, I'd say, except the handling. And a price which is a bit high compared to other cars. Yeah, it's a car I can guarantee none of you guys have probably ever used. In fact, I don't even know why this car is in the game. It doesn't solve anything. I've never seen anyone use it. Never seen anyone drive it. But that is gonna do it for this video, guys. It was a pretty short video. Tell me if you guys want a part 2 to this, because this is not everything. There are other cars as well which are very obscured and overshadowed by its competition. So if this video gets enough appreciation, I'd make a part 2 on this. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to slap a like, maybe even subscribe. Check out my community post I made where you can send me questions about the Q&A when I hit 1,000 subscribers. And I hope you have a great rest of your day ahead. Till then, take care everybody.